This is my second time recording this because I was muted the entire time again. God damn it. It's that time again, folks. The basho is here in a lovely fall breeze. Pumpkin spices abound. Halloween lasts the next 2 months, and we have more new promotions up and down the entire Banzuke that we need to talk about. This will be the lower division roundup and who you need to look out for in the upcoming Aki Basho, which you can catch all 15 days live here on my YouTube channel or over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/LeoDickinsonVT, where we will be hosting a giveaway for some Ichi Nojo merchandise. We'll change things up and start from the bottom all the way down in Jonidan. Don't ask why we're not covering Jonokuchi, it's because they're literally all new recruits and they're all completely unknown except for maybe a few university guys. But we'll talk about those later. The reason why I call them my young guns and my rising stars is because they are very young. 16, 17, and 18-year-olds are the ones we track the most down in this division, as well as some of those college graduates I mentioned. The hottest rising stars to look out for include a bunch of recruits from just May this year. College graduate Arise at Jonidan 7, Sato at Jonidan 9, Hayashiryu at Jonidan 10, his twin brother Rinko at Jonidan 11, right next to Aron, who is also at Jonidan 11. Tatsuosho at Jonidan 33, and Gaia at Jonidan 54 are all at career highs. The youngest of this group being the twins Hayashiryu and Rinko at only 16 years old. The young Yamato and Kiyonohana will be holding their ranks of Jonidan 38 and 67 respectively due to COVID absences at the previous basho. Everyone mentioned here are major threats in this division, with half of these lads earning 6-1 records in July. It's hard to pinpoint who will be taking the Yusho or who will more realistically struggle in these upper echelons of the 5th division. The 16-year-old twins will most likely struggle, while the 18-year-old Sato or the 22-year-old Tokyo University graduate Arise will have a much better time. Here in Sandanme, we have 3 different groups of men, and one I'm going to gloss over right now, the demotees from Makushita. Naya, Moji, and Raiho are those to look out for here, where Raiho, his story is a bit more nuanced because he went 3-4 in his debut in the 3rd division, and I think it's just a simple stumble and he will find his way back up there sooner rather than later. Next up, we have promotees from Jonidan in Tokitora. It's not his first rodeo, but he is returning from 2 basho of injury at Sandanme 48. 16-year-old Tanji at Sandanme 68, Goseryu's debut at Sandanme 73, Chuo University graduate Kaze Keno at Sandanme 74, Nihon University graduate Satsumasho at Sandanme 76, and Wakamiyabi at Sandanme 85. Much like every debut in a new division, it's hard to tell who will struggle and who will swim, but here's to hoping that they all will succeed. The rest of the men at new career highs include Koto Tebakari at Sandanme 13, Hanafusa at Sandanme 16, Kumanoryu at Sandanme 31, and Murayama at Sandanme 32. As not to say these are the only guys to look out for in the division, but in making new waves and breaking new barriers, they're the ones. Here in Makushita, there is a lot of bumping and shaking in this division that leads us to one man, a complete unknown who somehow snuck his way up into the upper ranks of Sanoyama. He's at Makushita 15, which is a pretty good decision from the Banzuke decision committee to put him there. That way, if he does get a 7-0 Yusho, then he just goes straight back up and, he doesn't have to stomp on that 3rd division for another basho in a row. But that's a completely different topic. We need to talk about a different man at Makushita 15. His name is Kawazoe from Nihon University. Standing at 166 centimeters tall, he is 1 centimeter short of the minimum requirement, but because he was the student Yokozuna, he got invited to the rank of Makushita 15 Tsukedashi. He is the first recruit of Miyagino's stable, with Miyagino himself as the Shisho. And for those of you who don't know, that is Hakuho. Hopes are incredibly high for this student Yokozuna of 2021. We have a lot more men in this division that I am excited for, starting with the Yusho winner himself, Yoshi. I can only pray that this was not a flash in the pan for the 19-year-old, a man who I have been watching since I first started watching sumo myself. He will be sitting at Makushita 3, which means he does not need another Yusho to get Juryo. But this is his highest rank since March of last year, where he was at Makushita 21, and I could not be more excited to see him duke it out at the top. This is a completely different rank from Makushita 21, where we have a lot of guys stumbling down from Juryo and a lot of hungry men who want those salaries, so I really hope that Yoshi can gobble up the competition. His partners in the top 15 will include Fuji Seiyun and Shishi at Makushita 8 and 11 respectively. Right below that mark is the return of Muscle Man Ishizaki to Makushita 16, and some more notable peaks for Mukai Nakano at Makushita 17, Kanzaki at Makushita 21, my man Kiryuko at Makushita 22, Hayate Fuji at Makushita 26, Hol Shuzan at Makushita 35, my other man Miyagi at Makushita 37, and debuts from Suguro at Makushita 50, Seto no Umi at Makushita 56, and Hatsuyama at Makushita 60. My personal favorites to look out for here are Kiryuko, Miyagi, and Mukai Nakano. These three in particular are so much fun to watch, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do here. Finally, we have the men who made it to Juryo, but they need to do everything in their power to stay there. Debuts from Tochi Musashi, the former Kanno, and Keen Bozan. I hope to see them continue to rise up the ranks, and I do think they have potential to earn those winning records as long as COVID allows them to. That's going to be it for this roundup of my young guns of the lower divisions, and if you liked this video, you can be sure to watch all of these men live here on YouTube or my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/LeoDixonVT, with my commentary for the top divisions. And for those of you who didn't know, I will be bringing my commentary to the YouTube side as well, so I hope that isn't too disturbing to your sumo experience. I'll be doing my best to deliver all of that action to you, so be sure to tune in every day, all 15 days, to catch all these rising stars in action. I'll be sure to catch you cats there.